Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. All right, hey guys, this is AJ Unlimited here to bring you another video. This one's gonna be doing 10 things I'm not afraid to admit about myself. I feel like I need to make one of these because I don't know, to make whoever else out there feel less alone, I guess, or less self-conscious, and just break the silence, speak up about some of this stuff. And I don't know, this is just my way of being a big brother to y'all. So I'll just get right into it. Start with number one, and that is I am a virgin. I've never had sex. I don't plan on having sex until marriage. I'm one of those. I'm a Catholic, so there you go. I'm not gonna lie. There was a point in my life, 3-4 years stretch of time where I was like, if I meet a girl and we are in a room together alone, we have a few drinks and things get spicy, then you never know. But I don't know. After lots of praying and talking to my buddy on the phone, who is kind of like, he's not a virgin, but he's still like a very strong believer in no sex until marriage. We both kind of like came to this agreement that like neither one of us will do it, at all until we're married. So yeah, I'm 27 years old and I am a virgin. So there you go. Number two, I am overweight by quite a bit too. I don't show it a lot on the channel because I'm self-conscious about it. I don't like the way I look, especially on camera or in the mirror. I don't like to look in mirrors. I think I look good in the face area and stuff, like my facial hair and whatever else is going on. But everything shoulders and down, I am very self-conscious about, and I don't want you to look at that at all. I'm always trying to suck in or do something to make myself look skinnier, but to hell with it. I mean, I drank a lot of beer in my early 20s and ate a lot of fast food when I was a teenager and when I was a kid. So yeah, there's a lot of junk in the trunk, if you know what I'm saying, and in the belly area. So if you meet me, don't be surprised if I'm a little bit bigger in person than what you see on camera. Number three, I'm a big, fat, giant goofball. I can't help but crack jokes, especially when things are serious or tense. And it's just my inner comedian or inner peacemaker, I guess, coming out to play. I guess I like to call it. I grew up in a very like strict, kind of like serious, somewhat abusive sort of household / childhood / teenhood even. So when things get serious or tense or people start to get angry or start to take themselves too seriously, I sometimes like to just crack jokes because screw it. What's the point? Why do you get so angry? Why do we need to do this right now? I do tend to crack jokes at sometimes the wrong times, and yeah, it hurts when you crack a joke and nobody laughs or they take it out of context or whatever you want to call it. And sometimes I hate myself for it because I do that, and sometimes people get annoyed, especially in high school. I was just a bit, I never took anything seriously, and a lot of people hated me for it, and I don't blame them. But I've grown up since then, and now I kind of know, like, all right, make sure this is an appropriate time to crack a joke. Think before you speak, type of thing. Number four, I am a helpless romantic. Yeah, I actually recently posted a video talking about like my future wife. I'll put that in wherever, up there somewhere. For the past like few years, I've been sort of just searching for like a girl, my future wife, future girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. And I've been single all my life, and I haven't really ever had real intimacy or affection from a girl that I like. Maybe like a few bits and pieces here and there, but nothing like crazy serious. And plus, like I said, I grew up in a kind of abusive like environment. So when I see a pretty girl, and she's giving me attention, or any kind of like any level of affection, really, I'm head over heels, like for her instantly. This used to be a big problem for me back in the day, especially like at certain jobs I would have, because I would literally just hit on all the girls and try to make them laugh and be a big goofball and just try to win them over with my goofy sense of humor and just whatever charm I thought I had. And it just never ever worked. I mean, sometimes they would like, they would laugh out of sympathy or whatever. They think I was like cute, but not like in that way. It was just kind of like, he's, just a big dork, whatever. and apparently chicks dig that, but you know, it never really got me anywhere. But you know, at my current job, um, I try to like kind of stay away, you know, and let them sort of come to me. And sometimes they do. And when they do, you know, again, I've learned and I've grown, so I know where to stop and where to draw the line and how to, you know, how to keep arm's length distance, if you will. But some of these girls will give me attention, and I'm just like, oh, is it? What's this? It's like my tail starts wiggling or whatever. You know, it's just like, what's going on here? What's happening? Is this what I think it is? Is she the one? Am I gonna marry this girl? Number 5, I am a major fanboy. You know, I used to be a huge White Sox fan, and I would just like completely obsess over these guys, these athletes, these players. And then I fell in love with The Walking Dead, and then I was obsessed with like Rick Grimes and Daryl Dixon, and then I fell in love with like Motley Crue and some of those other bands. And now it's like every time I hear or see anything related to Motley Crue, I'm like, holy shit, it's like my band, my boys. People probably thought I was gay growing up because I was constantly obsessing over and idolizing these actors and these athletes and these musicians and what have you. And I just couldn't help it, you know. And I looked up to these guys, and I wanted to be just like them. It's funny because every single phase I went through, I was like, I sort of like embodied that lifestyle. Like when I was into White Sox baseball, I always carried around like a baseball mitt with me and like a ball, and I would just kind of be playing like a little bit of catch with myself, or like Walking Dead. Like now I'm into like, you know, crossbows and guns and knives and hunting stuff and things like that. And then, you know, music, Motley Crue. Now I'm into like that stuff. I don't even know. Like I don't even know where to go with that. But no, I'm a major fanboy, and it's just who I am. I can't even explain it. I love these individuals that make me feel any kind of peace or joy or excitement when I really need it. Number 6, I spend way too much time on social media, and I talk about this in a lot of videos, how you shouldn't spend so much time on social media, and that I spend too much time on it, and it is very true, and I'm not even gonna hide from it. I spend way too much time on Facebook, YouTube. I try to spend more time on YouTube than Facebook because YouTube is a little bit better sometimes. It's a little bit more educational, I guess, if you will. You could say that. But I spend too much time on Facebook, YouTube, Tinder, you know, of course. And this goes hand in hand a lot with like procrastination, laziness, just being a couch potato, which again, I've touched on a lot of this in previous videos. So some of you already know, but no, I spend way too much time on social media, and I'm trying to stop because it's not good for your mental health, your physical health, all around. It's unhealthy. Number 7, and some of you are going to be really shocked about this one because I'm like one in maybe 100 people that could say this, and that is I do not like coffee. I do not drink coffee unless it's like, I don't know, like Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. I like that because it's just refreshing, especially in the summer. It's refreshing. I like the taste of like the cream, and I don't get any sugar in it or anything, but I do get cream, and that's it, just cream and then the ice. And no, it kind of like mixes together, and to me, it creates like a nice, refreshing sort of flavor for me, I guess. But like hot coffee, especially in the summer, I don't know how people do that. It just makes me thirsty, and the caffeine makes me too jittery. I already have high anxiety levels, so the coffee doesn't help. It just makes me feel even more anxious and uncomfortable. I never liked coffee. I mean, once in a blue moon, I'll drink it. But for the most part, I mean, if I do crave any kind of caffeine, I drink like Diet Coke or something. But coffee in general, I don't drink it. I don't like it at all. Number 8, I often punish myself over really small things. For instance, if I do crack a joke at the wrong time and somebody reacts in a way that I don't expect, in a negative way, or just in general, if I screw up, make mistakes, and somebody is visibly upset about it or angry, I immediately go down that rabbit hole of like, man, I hate myself. I'm a piece of shit. Why would I say that? Why would I do that? This is, you know, just classic goofball Alex coming out to play, and I don't like that person. He's an idiot. He doesn't know anything, especially when it comes to family. Like my immediate family, if I do something or say something that makes them like kind of like, ugh, like do one of those, immediately I'm like, I hate myself. I hate this. I just want to crawl into a hole and run away, bury my head in the sand. It isn't as bad today. I've gotten over most of it, but every once in a while, sometimes that wound will be like touched or whatever, opened up, and I just like, again with this BS. Come on, man. Number 9, I often give people way too many chances or like give them the benefit of the doubt, and this often blows up in my face like really badly. And a lot of people would just say, "Oh, you're just a nice guy. You're such a nice guy." Yeah, well, that's kind of. I mean, yeah, it's good to be a nice person, but it's also kind of a curse because my empathy levels are like way too high. Let's say they screw up and they step on my toes and they think I'm mad at them. Like I guess I hate the idea of someone feeling like I'm angry at them because I know what that feels like when it's the other way around, and I don't want anybody to ever feel like the way that I feel when people are mad at me. So I kind of baby them, and I'm like, it's okay. I put on a smile. It's like, it's all right. You're forgiven. Don't worry about it. And lately I've been trying to do this less because I don't want people to like take advantage of me. And I've gotten a lot better at this, letting people know if they do upset me and that it's not okay and you have to like there's consequences to your actions. And honestly, lately I stopped like kind of giving a shit about that stuff because, again, I've been screwed over so many times. It's like if somebody pisses me off, you're gonna know about it now because I'm just done. And number 10, I have struggled and currently still do struggle greatly with mental health issues, especially anxiety, depression, obsessive thinking. And I've been in and out of therapy most of my life for it, and I'm currently still on medication for it, and I don't really plan on ever going off of it. But my entire life growing up, I was always, always, always obsessing about something, worrying about something, just not being able to let go and just let things be. Like I needed to like have control over every little situation, or else I would like just start to really freak out and panic. And yeah, I mean this really spiraled for me like about 5-6 years ago, and I fell into a serious depression. And it took a long time, a lot of work, a lot of fighting to crawl out of that hole. And even to this day, it's still like that depression bug still bites very badly. And I've gotten to a point where I'm very, very good at managing it, and I'm very good at just like kind of breathing, deep breathing, letting it just sort of run its course and exit my system, if you will. But sometimes it gets really bad, and I'm just like, I literally don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. Lately, it's kind of like anger stuff, temper stuff. Like I want to punch a hole in the wall right now. But I'm not ashamed of this anymore. It's something that I wouldn't even say learn to live with, but I've learned to manage it. Because people say they learn to live with their mental illness, and it's like that's not necessarily the same as learning to manage it because it's still there. It's still like within you, your brain, and your body, and learning to live with it is just kind of like giving yourself an excuse to not have to actually work at like solving these issues that have roots to very, very early stages of your life. So I've learned to allow these things to fully open up and come out to play and come to the surface, and I deal with it, and I let out a good cry sometimes, or a good But yeah, no, I do. I have struggled all my life with mental health stuff, and even to this day, it's still affecting me to a point where, like, some days I'm just totally bedridden and don't want to do anything or spend too much time on my phone, which is just so happens to be like a perfect, like right there, readily available distraction and source of comfort. But that's all. So that's my list, and I hope I was able to speak to someone out there and, again, be like sort of a big brother slash positive influence and let you guys know that you're not alone, because this is stuff I deal with every damn day. Like, no joke. Big or small, thin or thick, whatever you want to call it. I mean, this is stuff that I literally, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I'm thinking about this stuff all the time. And like I said, it used to be a lot worse. And I'm okay now, totally fine. In fact, I'm happier now than I've probably ever been in my entire life, ever since I got my own place and everything. I'm very happy, and I have a good job, and they all love me there, I think. So that's all. I just, again, I hope this spoke to someone out there. But thank you guys once again very much for watching this. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Please like, subscribe, comment, email me. It's all there in the channel. If you have to reach out to me about anything, questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to do so. I'm always checking my email every day. So I'd love to hear from you guys. But that's all. So thank you once again for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. God bless. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it again and again till I get it right. Nobody's perfect. You live and you learn it. And if I mess it up sometimes, nobody's perfect. Yeah. You know I had to do it. I had to do it. You know I had to do it.